Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming, and I've got a further update on my playthrough of the Division 2. Just some observations, other bits and pieces. I've actually reached level 40, so that's unlocked some more things, but we'll come to that. So, firstly, things I've noticed that I find annoying. A few I've probably already mentioned, a couple that I probably haven't. I'm going to run around and see if I find any enemies to shoot at while I'm doing this video. I'm not going to do a mission or anything like that while I'm making a video because, to be honest, this game is very fast paced and I think I will just get myself killed. Not that that matters in this game because you just come back to life, but always throw a turret somewhere. But yeah, this game's very fast paced, and if I try to do a mission which are never easy, then I'm just going to get myself killed. So I don't mind shooting up a few enemies, but anything more than that, and also they're quite long as well, so go away, don't run at me with your exploding. Yeah, okay, that's fine, that turret will kill that other guy, that's all good. I've actually worked out that one of the ways the first thing you need to do if you're playing solo in this game is to just throw a turret, because either throw it behind you because it will cover anyone coming up behind you, or getting around behind you, or just throw a turret, even if you don't know where you're throwing it, because it will cover the guys that run at you. So the first thing I do if I'm ever in combat is kind of throw a turret. You can always pick it up and change the positioning later. Anyway, we continue down the road of enemies and darkness and shooting. There we are, guys. So yeah, things that I've found, one I've already mentioned. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I did find I was wrong before. I did find that you could use a sniper rifle, a different sniper rifle, and you can still get ammo for it. Someone mentioned that in the comments, and I think I've been doing it wrong. But I still find it absolutely stupid and dumb that you can't take ammo for your signature sniper rifle weapon with you, because it makes no sense whatsoever to the game or the theory of having a sniper rifle or a specialist weapon, because why would you have one that you wouldn't take ammo for? It's just dumb. You can take loads of ammo for everything else, but you don't take any ammo for your specialist weapon and just hope you find it lying around. It's just stupid. That's one. Secondly, the SHD, is it always going wrong? Anyway, the caches of tech that you find. I think it's a bit annoying, considering the sort of game this is, that they're often in things that you can't work out how to get them. There's often especially now when I've gone into later game, there's often like a building where you can't work out how to access it. And that doesn't really make any sense, because number one, this is meant to be a kind of fast-paced game, it's not a puzzle game, so that's just annoying. And secondly, there's always new ones of those, so it's not like you need to get that particular one. So to have those things where you're kind of running around in a circle trying to work out how to get into a building because you can't jump over barbed wire and you can't jump through the window, and I don't like that. I think it's silly. Yeah, sometimes you've got to run down a passage underground for quite a long way, or climb through windows up in scaffolding, but that's fine because it's just a bit of time. But I don't see this thing where you can't naturally work out how to do it as being beneficial. It's just annoying. So that's number two. And number three, which I really don't like, and it is true because I've been playing 10 levels past level 30 now, it appears, well, it doesn't appear, it is, unless my game's glitched, it appears that after level 30 you don't pick up any more adult gear in all these little loot things. You pick up, you pick up kids' socks and pencils and crayons, which is all a bit sad really, and dumb, because it's just stupid. And you pick up tons of army gear, holsters and backpacks and weapons, and you still pick up all those little bits and pieces, calculators, you pick up components and all the other things. But in the last 10 levels I've not picked up any more adult clothing, and that's just stupid. Number one, and I hate gamey things in games, and what I mean by that is things that you just have in a game because it's in the game, not because it would be making any sense to the real situation. In a world like this, or a city like this, where everyone's been killed or run away or whatever they did, there's no way you wouldn't be. So that's stupid. And some guy there, isn't there? He didn't die. So that doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. And also, it's sad because, as I said in the previous video, you didn't find new stuff much, and that's probably because they want you to buy it in the shop. But it was quite exciting running around, and when you did find something, it was like, oh, what's that? But the fact that now all you're ever going to find is kids' socks, calculators, pencils and crayons, and components and military stuff, which you find so much of you don't really need, I think that's annoying and stupid. It's a bit pathetic, really, because if they're doing that to make sure you spend money on getting new clothing from the shop, that's a bit sad, to be honest. So I don't like that. That's, of all the things that I've found a bit disappointing, that's the most, because it's petty. It's like, okay, we'll take away the fact you can find bits of clothing now because we're not going to let you do that, because why? So yeah, that's the most outrageous thing I found. It doesn't mean I'm not going to enjoy the game anymore, it doesn't mean I won't play it. But all those three things I mentioned, especially the sniper rifle thing and the thing where you don't find any more adult clothing, they're just dumb and stupid. Yes, this HD caches thing is just a little bit irritating, but to be honest, now if I get to one and I can't find a way in quickly, I'll just leave it. So that's those bits and pieces out of the way. So the other thing I'm going to say is I don't play multiplayer. So this is a very hard game to get your head around if you have never done those kind of games before, because obviously it's online all the time and it's meant to be, or it's generally geared to be, a multiplayer game. You can be played with other people, and it's very, very hard to get your head around some of the systems and the way things are. So I go to the big map and I've accessed all the dark zones. I've done the access mission because I think you needed to open up other things, but I've not gone in anywhere yet. I probably will at some point, just so I can see what happens and so I can get killed, but there you go. But then there's loads of these missions where, and I've done a little bit of online research, where I can't get in because I've not discovered a mission. It's probably because I haven't done this one down, where is it? It's yeah, over here. I tried this one, it's quite hard, and I got killed near the end a couple of times, and unfortunately I had to actually go out, and it took so long that I couldn't keep coming back to the end bit to overdo it, so I have to start all over again. But yeah, so I think that's why those may be like that, I don't know. But there's things like this, which I've already checked online, is like meant to be multiplayer and you can't do it solo. There's that's another one I can't do anyway. There's a few over here that I can't do anyway. This one I've checked and you can't really do it solo, or you can but you can't finish it solo. There's these ones over here called raids, which again you can't do solo apparently, or you can but it's incredibly difficult and you probably won't. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can't really do playing solo, and other things you need to do things which you don't quite know what they are to unlock them. So every time I come into this game now, it gives me a thing, you can go to the new mission at the White Oak site, but actually you can't, because I can't, which is a bit annoying actually, because it tells me that every time I load into the game, new mission available, but it's not available. So yeah, I think it's a game where, minus the things I've said that I've already pointed out I didn't particularly like, but they're relatively minor and they all come after level 30. It's a game that I think if you're playing solo, you're going to enjoy more between about level 10 and about level 30. The first bit is very hard when you've not got good stuff and you don't know what you're doing, and that's a lot of grind to get past that bit. That's where I used to get killed at the very beginning when I started the game, and then the end bit, when you get past level 30, not the end bit, but the bit once you get your signature weapon and there's all these other things open up, gets confusing and difficult, and there's things you can't do, there's things you can't access, and I've already gone through some of those bits. But the bit between level 10 and level 30 is loads of fun, because there's no things you can't access, you're still picking up bits of adult clothing from all the things you find lying around the world, you haven't got to worry about a signature weapon you can't get ammo for, and it's all good. So yeah, it's a game that I like a lot, and I really wish, and again, it's nothing wrong with the game, it's just, it's the sort of game it is, and I knew that when I started it, so I can't blame the game. It's just a game I wish wasn't as online multiplayer orientated, because then, as with many games, some games are multiplayer and you can still play everything solo, but this you can't. And it's a shame, because I would like to have done everything in this game, but I'm not going to be able to, and yeah, that's the way it is. I'm going to try and unlock these other missions up here by doing the bits and pieces to unlock them that I think I can do, and then I'll go to those. I have no idea why this thing is still red, because I did that mission ages ago and it complete title, but I don't know what I need to do. I have to look into that, because that's still red, and it's been red for a long time. I did that ages ago, so there's obviously something I need to do. I've even killed those guys stronghold, so I don't know why. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, but yeah, it's a game I like I said, it's a game that I think the most fun to be had is in the, if you're solo, is in that period between level 10 and level 30, because after that is so many things that are more dependent on multiplayer. And unlock the, again, like I said, if you don't know multiplayer games, you have to really kind of work out what's going on. And explanation, I'm not going to knock the game for that, it always gives you explanations of what's going on, but I think if you don't know multiplayer games, it's hard to work out all the different systems. There's a lot of systems in this game anyway, as far as levelling up and upgrading equipment, upgrading this, upgrading that. And then you've got all these bits that are linked to the fact it's multiplayer and things you can't do and things you can't unlock. And it's quite complicated. So yeah, I like the game. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm going to see where I get by trying to unlock the missions I know I can unlock. And then we'll see where we are. And I have got the DLC thing, which is this New York mission, so I'll do that at some point and see how that goes. So yeah, I'm still going to keep playing it, I'm still enjoying it, but it's slightly less enjoyable than it was 10 levels back, that's what I'll say. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time, take care for now.